Namaste and good morning, everyone. I'm Rahul. On behalf of Prakramika Vocational Institute, I welcome you all for 7th International Day of Yoga celebration. Today's yoga session is exclusive for people with special needs, but in an inclusive atmosphere. As usual, we begin the function by invoking the blessings of God by lighting the lamp. I request our chief guest, Shri Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay, and all our distinguished guests and participants to join the virtual lighting of the lamp. May I request the IT team to do the needful.
योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचाम् मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनां पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि आबाहुपुरुषाकारं शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणं सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतं प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिं श्रीमते अनन्ताय नागराजाय नमो नमः।
ये मैसेज आ गई फिर नो डिस्टर्ब
नाही बघायचे फक्त योगा करायचा नाही आपल्याला.
Thank you, ID team. I request Mr. Chaitanya to take over.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul. To start our session with right vibration and sacred thoughts, we have Miss Sapna Soundararajan to sing a divine song. Miss Sapna is an aspiring singer with autism. Music is her world. She was born and brought up in Muscat. She has performed with great playback singers like S.P. Balasubramanian, K.S. Chitra, Vijay Prakash, Madhu Balakrishna, Mano, Anuradha Sriram. In 2019, she was a participant in Sun TV Sun Singer reality show. Sapna is an Indian Book of Record holder for singing maximum number of songs in WhatsApp group during lockdown period. She is an optimistic personality, overcoming all the obstacles and marching towards a dream of becoming a playback singer. I request Ms. Sapna to sing the devotional song.
हमको मन की शक्ति देना मन विजय करे दूसरों की जैसे पहले खुद को जय करे हमको मन की शक्ति देना मन विजय करे
Thank you, Ms. Sapna, for your soulful singing. May I request Mr. Ahan to take over?
Thank you, Mr. Chaitanya. With God's blessing in our hand, I request Ms. Gayatri Narasimhan to welcome our chief guest and the participants.
Thank you, Mr. Rahan. Namaste, one and all. On behalf of Prakramika Institute, I welcome you all for the celebration of 7th International Day of Yoga. We are extremely fortunate today to have with us Shri Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay Sir, ex-member of governing body, CCRYN, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, and also ex-national co-convener of UTP Medical Cell. We are deeply privileged to have your gracious presence today, sir. Namaste and welcome. I take this opportunity to welcome Dr. Uttam Ojha, sir, Member Central Advisory Board, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India, for gracing this occasion. Welcome, sir. I thank Mr. Pradeep Singh of Atmanirbhar Bharat, who has helped, guided, and supported us in organizing this session. I welcome Mr. Pradeep Singh of Atmanirbhar Bharat on vocational learning and Mr. Sitanshu Kumar Sir, founder of Shashwat Jigyasa, and their teams. We are privileged to have you all with us today. Today for our program, we have special participants from Angel Special School from Mauritius. Prakramika Institute heartily welcomes you all to this program. One of the reasons for the United Nations to declare international days is to celebrate and reinforce achievements of humanity. India has given invaluable heritage and wisdom to the world, the yoga, which is one of the biggest achievements of humanity. Recognizing the important role of yoga, especially during the stressful period of the pandemic, the focus this year is on yoga for well-being. How the practice of yoga can promote the holistic health of every individual. The World Health Organization has recommended yoga as means to improve health during the current challenging times. We all know the benefits of yoga, makes our body flexible, reduces stress, improves focus, and many more. All these are very important for children and adults with special needs. Hence, yoga can also be used as therapy when it comes to the children with special needs. The goals of yoga therapy includes eliminating, reducing, or managing symptoms that cause suffering, improving function, helping to prevent the occurrence of underlying causes of illness, and moving towards improved health and well-being. As the Prakramika Institute's work is focused towards children and adults with special needs, we have used a small yoga protocol ourselves, which focuses on the needs of children and adults with special needs, taking care of their limitations also. From Prakramika Institute, we conducted a full-fledged 4-month yoga course to around 200 children from CSI School for Deaf in Chennai. Of course, it was a challenge for us to teach hearing impaired children. These children learned yogasanas very quickly, and in the end, they gave a stunning yoga performance. It was very heartening for us to learn later from the principal of the school that these children are continuing their practice and there is very good improvement in their studies and exams also. As children were missing out therapies during this pandemic, we conducted chair yoga and we have uploaded these sessions in our YouTube channels of Prakramika Institute to benefit everyone. Besides these, we have conducted several yoga awareness sessions and yoga programs exclusively for children and adults with special needs. Let us all today embrace yoga and get the passport of health and a guarantee of wellness. Find the calm among the chaos. While appreciating your commitment to be here today, once again, I welcome you all for the celebration of International Day of Yoga. Namaste and welcome. Over to you, Mr. Ahan.
Thank you, madam, for the nice welcome address. Today, we have a very distinguished guest for our session. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome and introduce Shri Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay, ex-member of governing body CCRYN, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, and also ex-national co-convener of BJP Medical Cell. Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay has a long political career of around 50 years. He joined in RSS in 1972 and in 1980 he joined BJP. In 2014, he was posted as a member of governing body of Ayush. Dr. Dinesh has done doctorate in naturopathy and Ayurveda. He also worked as the chief medical.
आवाज कम कर दो यार, मैं जान लगी।
Continue, Ahan.
He also worked as the chief medical officer in Karol Bagh Hospital, Delhi. May I request Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay to address the gathering?
Namaste, sir. Welcome.
जी नमस्ते जी। आज योगा दिवस का पूर्व डे 20 जून 2021 का दिन है और नेक्स्ट डे 21 जून योगा दिवस पूरा विश्व मनाएगा। लेकिन योगा दिवस की स्टार्टिंग भारत ने की है। योगा भारत ने पैदा किया ऐसा नहीं है। पूर्व काल से जो सनातन संस्कृति, सनातन परिपाटी पृथ्वी के ऊपर आई है, तो योग उस दौरान और आयुर्वेद, वनस्पति, औषधि, ये सभी चीजें थी। लेकिन योग को जितना आयाम मिल जाना चाहिए था वो नहीं मिल पाया था। लेकिन भारत ने पूरे दुनिया को योगा डे, योग दिवस दे करके अच्छा कार्य किया है। ये इसलिए नहीं कि योग को हम ही लोगों ने या भारत ने ही तैयार किया है। पूर्व काल में ये परिपाटी थी, लेकिन हाँ, योग को बढ़ावा मिलना चाहिए था और इसको एक स्वास्थ्य की दिशा से जोड़ करके चले, न कि किसी जाति, किसी धर्म, किसी मेल, किसी फीमेल, पुअर एंड रिच, किसी के साथ जोड़ करके नहीं चलना चाहिए। हेल्थ को लेकर के हम योग को लेकर के चल सकते हैं, किसी धर्म से नहीं जोड़ा जाना चाहिए। पूर्व काल में तरह तरह की बातें पैदा होती रही है, राष्ट्र के अंदर भी और वर्ल्ड के अंदर भी, कई कंट्रियों में। लेकिन योग को सिर्फ स्वास्थ्य से जोड़ करके चलना चाहिए। मैं मैडम नरसिम्हन जी को और प्रदीप जी को, आप सभी को हार्दिक धन्यवाद देता हूँ भारत की तरफ से कि आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा कार्यक्रम किया है। और कार्यक्रम के साथ साथ योग को और ज्यादा जितना हम लोग बढ़ावा दे सकते हो तो देना चाहिए। जितने भी बच्चे हैं और यंग ब्लड है हमारे, या ओल्ड एज के जितने भी लोग हैं, जितनी भी उनके अंदर सामर्थ्य, योग करना चाहिए। जितना भी उसके पास सुबह उठ करके अपना हल्का सा लुक वार्म वाटर ले, वॉकिंग करे, योग करे, और जहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन ज्यादा हो, पेड़ पौधे, वहां पे जा करके और टहले, तो उससे क्या है, हम लोग स्वस्थ रह सकते हैं। योग और नेचुरोपैथी ये सब एक साथ जुड़े हुए। नेचुरोपैथी का नाम आएगा तो योग का भी नाम आएगा, योग का नाम आएगा तो नेचुरोपैथी का भी नाम आएगा। नेचुरोपैथी, व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ नेचुरोपैथी? 5 elements is the parts of body. क्षिति जल पावक गगन संगिरा पंच तत्व से रचित शरीरा। यानी ये पृथ्वी, अग्नि, वायु, आकाश और पानी, वाटर, 5 तत्व को मिलाकर के बॉडी बनती है। इस शरीर से अगर एक भी तत्व हमारा कम होता है तो उसी के तहत ये शरीर कहीं ना कहीं तकलीफ में आता है। और जब भी हम लोग रोगी होते हैं तो रोगी होने के बाद बॉडी उसको महसूस कराती है, किसके रूप में? हीटअप ऑफ बॉडी, जिसको फीवर का नाम दिया गया है। व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ फीवर या व्हाट इज द डेफिनेशन ऑफ पायरेक्स? फीवर मात्र सिंबल है, एक सूचक है कि कोई ना कोई तकलीफ, कोई ना कोई डिजीज उस बॉडी के अंदर है, ताकि चेकअप कराया जाना चाहिए। और हम लोग मिट्टी के द्वारा, पानी के द्वारा, जहाँ तक मड पैक रख सकते हैं, कुछ जल क्रिया रख सकते हैं, जल नीति कर सकते हैं और सूत्र नीति कर सकते हैं, ये हमें करनी चाहिए। और किसी भी मेडिसिन का भारत विरोध नहीं करता, सभी चिकित्सा पद्धतियों का सम्मान है। एलोपैथी का भी सम्मान है, आयुर्वेद का भी सम्मान है, होम्योपैथी का भी सम्मान है, सिद्ध चिकित्सा का सम्मान है, योग का भी सम्मान है, नेचुरोपैथी का भी सम्मान है। लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं सभी की अपनी अलग अलग भूमिकाएं हैं, अलग अलग इनके दायित्व हैं, अलग अलग इनके कर्तव्य हैं। एलोपैथी अपने आप में महत्वपूर्ण चिकित्सा है, लेकिन आयुर्वेद भी इसको कम नहीं आंका जाना चाहिए। नेचुरोपैथी भी कम नहीं आंकी जानी चाहिए, योग भी कम नहीं आंका जाना चाहिए। इन सबको बराबर हैसियत से, बराबर इज्जत दे करके, बराबर का सम्मान दे करके और इसके प्रतिपादित होना चाहिए। मैं आप सभी को के माध्यम से पूरे राष्ट्र को, पूरे विश्व को यही बात कहना चाहूंगा कि किसी भी स्थिति में हो, व्यक्ति को नेचर के साथ जुड़ के रहना चाहिए, योग उसको रोज करना चाहिए। और एक सबसे बड़ा जो संकट है आज भारत में भी आया है और भी कई कंट्रियों के अंदर आया है, ऑर्गेनिक फूड का। ऑर्गेनिक जो फूड है आज उसकी कमी आई है, और ऑर्गेनिक फूड जब नहीं होता तो शरीर के अंदर तरह तरह की डिजीज पैदा होने लगती है। इसलिए भारत के अंदर कहीं ना कहीं जो खेती होती है, सब्जी उगाई जाती है, दालें हैं, राइस हैं, वेजिटेबल फ्रूट्स हैं, ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स हैं, ड्राई फ्रूट्स हैं, ये जहाँ भी पौधा पैदा होता है उसमें खाद, लोकल काउ डंक, लोकल काउ यूरिन एंड लोकल काउ का जो मल मूत्र गांव में इकट्ठा होता है, उसी के द्वारा हम लोग खाद का यूज कर सकते हैं। जो आर्टिफिशियल खाद वगैरह है उसको हम लोग को इस्तेमाल कम से कम करें, जितना भी हो सके हम लोग ऑर्गेनिक फूड की तरफ चलना चाहिए। जितना भी खाद्य सामग्री, फूड सामग्री है हमारी, उसको हम लोग पूरी तरह से शुद्धता की तरह से लेकर के चलें। चाहे हमें अपने घर में गमले के अंदर सब्जी उगा सकते हैं, छोटा खेत बना के सब्जी उगा सकते हैं, ग्रीन वेजिटेबल्स वगैरह, चाहे वो बैंगन है, गोभी है, पटाटो है, पपैया है, दालें हैं, इस तरह की चीजें लेकर के। तो प्रयास इसी बात का होना चाहिए। स्वास्थ्य अगर अच्छा है तो हम लोग रिच कहलाए जाएंगे, और अगर स्वास्थ्य हमारा पुअर हुआ तो हम लोग रिच की श्रेणी में नहीं आते। इसलिए हम लोगों को इस बात का ध्यान रखना चाहिए कि हम लोग स्वस्थ हों। और योगा डे की आप सभी को शुभकामनाएं, पूरे विश्व को शुभकामनाएं। कल पूरा वर्ल्ड 21 जून 2021 को पूरा विश्व ये योगा दिवस मनाएगा। आप भी जगह जगह सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग का पालन करते हुए और मास्क लगा करके, क्योंकि कोरोना का संक्रमण काल पूरे विश्व के अंदर है, इसलिए कोरोना से बचाव होना चाहिए। रोजाना हम लोग कपालभाति करें और सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग करके मास्क लगा के कल के दिन हम लोग योगा कर सकते हैं, इसका प्रयास होना चाहिए। लेकिन हम लोगों को कोरोना की महामारी को भी ध्यान में रखना है, क्योंकि ऐसा ना हो कि क्योंकि ये तो सोशल डिस्टेंसिंग नहीं करेंगे तो कोरोना से तकलीफ होने के चांस रहते हैं, मास्क नहीं लगाएंगे तो प्रॉब्लम होती है। इसलिए हम लोग कपालभाति, अनुलोम विलोम ये रोजाना करें, और प्राणायाम, सूर्य नमस्कार, ओम का मंत्र का जाप, लंबा दीर्घ श्वास लेकर के जा इस तरह से लंबा सांस लेकर के हम लोग कर सकते हैं। गायत्री मंत्र का जाप रोज करें आप। ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो ने प्रचोदयात्। इसका मंत्रोच्चारण रोज करें। और हम लोग सुबह जितना भी हो सकते हैं कि एम्पटी स्टमक रहें, ल्यूकवार्म वाटर विद हनी के साथ ले सकते हैं, और महामृत्युंजय का जाप कर सकते हैं हम लोग। ओम उत्तरम बेकम यजामहे सुगंधम पुष्टि वर्धनम, इस तरह का हम लोग जाप कर सकते हैं। तो ये सब बातें जो हैं आप अपने बच्चों को भी सिखाएं, और बच्चा जो होता है वो वर्ल्ड की फाउंडेशन होता है, धरोहर होता है। इसलिए बच्चों का योगा की तरफ उनका रुझान डालें, खान पान की तरफ रुझान डालें, गायत्री मंत्र का उनको जाप सिखाएं। और ये चीज सिर्फ अपने तक ही सीमित नहीं रहनी चाहिए, हम लोग अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम भी एक चलाएं, जैसा हमने भारत के अंदर चलाया है। आयुष मंत्रालय भारत सरकार की तरफ से, माननीय लोकप्रिय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की तरफ से पूरे राष्ट्र के अंदर योग को लेकर के, नेचुरोपैथी को लेकर के काफी सारे अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम हम लोगों ने चलाए हैं। 12,500 वेलनेस सेंटर हमने राष्ट्र को दिए हैं, हर्बल गार्डन हमने तैयार किए हैं वहाँ। तो इस तरह से करके कहीं ना कहीं हम लोग कर रहे हैं। लेकिन मैं इस बात को भी मान करके चलता हूँ, मैं आपको कहता हूँ, मैं किसी पैथी की बुराई नहीं करता, सभी पैथी का सम्मान करता हूँ, सभी पैथी बिल्कुल सम्मान का पात्र है। लेकिन हॉस्पिटल के बढ़ाने से रोगी की संख्या नहीं घटेगी। हॉस्पिटल की संख्या बढ़े उसका मैं विरोध नहीं करता, बढ़नी चाहिए, लेकिन अस्पताल के बढ़ाने से, हॉस्पिटल की संख्या के बढ़ाने से इस बात के ऊपर भी चिंतन होना चाहिए कि जो रोगी की संख्या बढ़ रही है वो कैसे घटेगी। अगर हॉस्पिटल हम लोग बढ़ाते रहे और रोगी की संख्या भी बढ़ती रही तो फिर हॉस्पिटल में तो भीड़ हो जाएगी, हॉस्पिटल के अंदर क्राउड रहेगा पेशेंट का। इसलिए पेशेंट की संख्या कम हो, वो किस प्रकार से होगी उसके बारे में भी आप सभी को चिंतन करना चाहिए कि घरों के अंदर कोई बीमार ना हो। अब बीमार कैसे नहीं होंगे, तो लोग नेचुरोपैथी अपनाएंगे, योग अपनाएंगे, ऑर्गेनिक भोजन लेंगे, तभी जाकर के हम लोग रोग से बच सकते हैं। और ये जो सारी चीजें मैंने बताई है, ये इससे किसी भी राजनीतिक या पॉलिटिकल कोई संबंध है नहीं, नॉन पॉलिटिकल शब्द है। भारत का नागरिक हूँ मैं, खुद में योगा का, नेचुरोपैथी का स्टूडेंट रहा हूँ, आयुर्वेद का मैं स्टूडेंट रहा हूँ, इसलिए बिल्कुल मैं भारत का नागरिक होने की वजह से मैं आपसे बातें कह रहा हूँ। क्योंकि नागरिक पहले होता है, उसके बाद तो ये राजनीतिक जीवन चलता रहता है, तो किसी डेजिग्नेशन पे, कहीं किसी डेजिग्नेशन पे, कहीं किसी डेजिग्नेशन के ऊपर। लेकिन सबसे बड़ी बात है कि मैं भारतीय हूँ, भारत का नागरिक हूँ, और उसी बात को रखते हुए आज मेडम नरसिम्हन जी, प्रदीप जी ने मुझे यहाँ पे बुलाया। मैं इनका फिर तहे दिल से स्वागत करता हूँ, सम्मान करता हूँ। और आप इस कार्य को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, योगा को डोर टू डोर लेकर के जाएंगे, सभी मेल फीमेल के इस बात के बारे में कहेंगे कि नहीं वो योग को करें। इन्हीं बातों के साथ आप सभी का आभार, आप सभी का धन्यवाद। जय भारत, जय विश्व, जय योगा, जय नेचुरोपैथी। नरसिम्हन जी की जय, प्रदीप जी की जय, और जितने इन सब लोगों ने कार्यक्रम आयोजित किया है, आप सभी लोगों की जय। आप सब लोग स्वस्थ रहें, सब लोग लंबी आयु शतायु को प्राप्त करें, आप सभी लोग धनी रहें, और सभी लोग योगा आयुर्वेद को सारा जीवन अपनाते रहें और दूसरे को भी सिखाते रहें। धन्यवाद, प्रणाम आप सभी का।
It's an inspiring speech from Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay. May I request the IT team to present the virtual certificate of gratitude to our chief guest and invite Miss Gayatri Narasimhan, the founder, director of Prakramika Institute, to convey thank you note to our chief guest.
I would like to express our heartfelt thanks to Shri Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay sir for his gracious presence and for his inspirational thoughts. Thank you, sir, for sharing the valuable information about yoga, Ayurveda and naturopathy and how important it is for us to keep ourselves healthy at these challenging times. We convey our sincere appreciation for taking out your time to be with us today, sir. Kindly accept this token of gratitude from Prakramika Institute. Thank you, sir. Namaste.
So now I request Mr. Rahul to take over.
Thank you, Mr. Ahan. We have two budding yoga practitioners today with us who will demonstrate the yogasanas for you. First, we have Yogi Raj Maheshkar, who is an adult with Down syndrome. He is a regular practitioner of yoga since 2006. He has given several yoga programs in India and Muscat. He is a great inspiration for people with special needs. Next, we have Ms. Akhila, who is a class 12 student in Indian School, Muscat. She has been practicing yoga for the past 10 years and has won the first prize in yoga competition in her school. She has participated in many yoga programs and has performed yoga dance too. Now I request Mr. Yogi Raj and Ms. Akhila to start the yoga session.
Thank you, Mr. Rahul. The yoga protocol for today's session was designed by Mrs. Gayatri Narasimhan, founder director of Prakramika Vocational Institute, exclusively for people with special needs. She is a trained yoga teacher and a yoga therapist from Asana Andyapan College of Yoga and Research Center, Chennai. She's also she's a certified intermediate course in Mudras from Optimus Management Consultancy, Dubai. She has also undergone training in Malaysia as brain gym instructor for children with special needs. Mrs. Gayatri Narasimhan is also a certified sensory therapist and a certified mindfulness meditation practitioner. Before proceeding to today's yogic practice designed by Mrs. Gayatri Narasimhan, I would like to share a couple of pointers to be in mind. Firstly, for those having abdomen issues or any operation there, I request you all to follow Miss Akhila. For those using chair for yoga, please keep another chair in front of the participant. And kindly follow myself, Akshaya. I will be demonstrating the yogic postures on the chair, while the others can follow Mr. Yogi Raj. I request all participants to keep a water bottle beside and feel free to take a few sips during practice. I do understand that some of you have got vaccination, so please do how much ever possible and kindly don't overstress. And a small request to all other participants, if there is any asana you're finding difficult doing, please do not stretch yourself. Just enjoy the practice and happy yoga day to all of you. I request the IT team to kindly proceed. IT team, we are not able to hear the audio. Can you check the audio?
Let us begin our today's yogic practice
Yes, it's
with
fine.
a simple deep breathing exercise. This will help to calm your mind and prepare yourself for the yogic practice. Sit in any comfortable position. Place your hands on the knees and gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale gently. Once again, take a deep breath in and exhale. One more time. Inhale deep With the breathing practice, gently open your eyes and come to standing posture. So now start with our standing posture. Start with Triva Sanchalasana. Interlock your hands, palm facing upward, and stretch yourself. Feet close to each other. Gently look up towards the ceiling. Exhale and look straight. Inhale. Look up towards the ceiling. Exhale and look straight. Inhale. Gently look up towards the ceiling. Exhale and look straight. Once again, inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale and look straight. Continue this practice for 3 to 5 times. This is very good to remove the neck tension, to ease the neck muscles. Once done, gently release. Now we will start with the shoulder movement. Place your hands, the fingers, loosely on the shoulder. Inhale, raise your biceps up, biceps touching the ears. Exhale, take it back, rub your body and bring it front. Once again, inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it back, rub your body and bring it front. Continue this one more time. Now gently do it anti-clockwise 3 times. This is very good to remove your shoulder tensions, bring mobility in the shoulder blade, activate the blood flow in the shoulder region. Once you've completed, gently relax your hand. Now we are starting with the next posture, Tadasana. Keep your feet a little apart. Inhale, raise your arms sideways, take it up above your head, interlock your fingers. Exhale, come up on your toes. Inhale, exhale and relax and bring your toes down. Again, hands remain in the same posture. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale and come down. Again, hands remain in the same posture. Inhale, come up on your toes. Exhale and come down. You can hold, you can come on the toes to the maximum extent possible. Repeat this for 3 to 5 times and it is very beneficial for your legs, knees, ankles and calf muscle. Now we will practice Vrikshasana, a balancing posture. You can take support of each other and do it as partner yoga also. Raise your left arm up. With the help of right hand, bend your right leg and place the right foot on the left upper thigh. And try to balance at this posture for 5 to 10 seconds. If you lose balance, you can drop your leg and bring it back up again. Release and change the side. Now your right arm will be up and with the help of left hand, you will bend your left leg and touch the right upper thigh. This strengthens the thighs, calves, ankle and spine. It improves the sense of balance and focus. And it also increases the self-esteem. Now we will be doing the Vrikshasana posture. Once again, Let us start with right leg bent. Try to hold as much as you can. Once done, you can gently drop your right leg and change. Now we will be doing Surya Namaskar, a series of 10 to 12 asanas. We will be showing two variations. For those who have seizures, who get seizures, and for those who have stunt, please follow Akhila. She will be showing the variation. If not, the others can follow Yogi. Let us start with the first posture. Join your hands, feet little apart. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come to the fourth posture. Exhale, come to the fifth posture. Inhale, sixth posture. Exhale, seventh posture. Inhale, eighth posture. Exhale, ninth posture. Inhale, 10th posture. Exhale, again inhale, 11th posture. Exhale and relax. Now we will be doing the other side. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, fourth posture. Exhale, fifth posture. Inhale, sixth posture. Exhale, seventh posture. Inhale, eighth posture. Exhale and inhale, ninth posture. Exhale, 10th posture. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale and relax. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come to the fourth posture. Exhale, come to the fifth posture. Inhale, sixth posture. Exhale, seventh posture. Inhale, eighth posture. Exhale, ninth posture. Inhale, 10th posture. Exhale, again inhale, 11th posture. Exhale and relax. Now we will be doing the other side. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, fourth posture. Exhale, fifth posture. Inhale, sixth posture. Exhale, seventh posture. Inhale, 8th posture. Exhale. And inhale, 9th posture. Exhale, 10th posture. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale and relax. We will be doing this for 6 rounds, right and left making 1 round. It is very beneficial for your respiratory, digestive and circulatory system. Every muscle in your body is being toned and strengthened. It strengthens the immune system and calms the entire nervous system. Follow the breath along and do this practice slowly. Now we will be doing sit-ups, also known as Utkatasana. Hold your right ear with right hand, left ear with left hand. Inhale, exhale and come down as much as possible. You can either choose to go down or sit in half and come back. Please be very cautious not to cross your hands, especially for those who have seizures. This stimulates your brain, activates the nervous system, and very good for your calf muscle strengthening. Once done with the practice, you can gently relax. This can be practiced 5 to 7 times. Since we have done the sit-ups, the calf muscle would have been activated. So in order to do a counter posture, we will be doing Trikonasana. Inhale, raise both your arms up. Exhale, bring your right arm down towards the right side. You can hold your knees, calf. You can go up till the ankle as much as possible. Do not hold your breath. Maintain normal breathing and hold this posture for 30 seconds. Once done, inhale, come up. Exhale, the other side. Here, the chest and shoulder regions are expanded, strengthens the thigh muscles, increases mobility in your neck and hip region. Inhale, come up. Exhale and relax. It is also very good for spinal muscle, calf and hamstring. Now let us start with Baddha Konasana, a butterfly posture. Gently release your legs. Keep your feet touching each other. Your thighs might be touching the floor or it might be up. Hold both your feet, right feet with right hand and left feet with left hand, and gently start flapping. Flap slowly. You can do this for 30 seconds to 1 minute. It stretches the inner thighs, groins and knees, improves digestion and circulation. Regular practice of butterfly will help relieve mild depression and anxiety. Once you practiced your butterfly, gently stretch your legs and relax. Now we will be showing Navasana, a balancing posture. Bend both your legs. Place your hand below your knees. Gently lift your feet up and try to balance as much as possible. When you're not able to balance, you can drop it down again and raise it up. Try to hold for 20 seconds to 30 seconds. Gently lift your feet up and try to balance as much as possible. When you're not able to balance, you can drop it down again and raise it up. Try to hold for 20 seconds to 30 seconds. This strengthens the hips, thighs, and abdomen muscles, improves balance, develops focus and concentration. It's also very good for those who have kidney issues and thyroid. Now we will show how to do the same Naukasan or Navasan in a pairing with a partner. Bend both your legs. Try to touch the feet of your partner. Gently raise it up. Take balance. Slowly try to straighten your knees if possible. Once done, gently relax. Now we will be showing Vakrasan, a variation. We will not be crossing our legs because people with seizures are not supposed to do. Straighten both your legs. Slowly bend your right leg. Right feet touching the floor. Hold your right knee. Straighten your right leg. Change the leg. Bend your left leg and hold. This is very good for pancreas, liver, and diabetics. You can repeat this for 2 times. People with hernia must avoid practicing this posture. Now gently release the posture and relax. We are starting with camel posture, also known as Ushtrasan. Gently come up on your knees. Toes flat on the floor. Take your right hand back. Touch your right heels. If possible, left hand also behind. And touch your left heels. If it is not touching, then you can bend your left hand and keep it at the back. Gently look up. Now gently release. Right hand back. Touch your right heels. If possible, left hand also behind. And touch your left heels. If it is not touching, then you can bend your left hand and keep it at the back. Gently look up. Now gently release and come back. This is very good for your shoulder, neck pain and lower back tension. Now we will start with Marjari Asan, cat posture. You will see that they've come up on the knees apart, hands placed firmly on the floor. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, look down and hunch your back. Again, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down and hunch your back. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, look down and hunch your back. Again, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down and hunch your back. Continue this practice for 2 more times. It is very good for back tension, lower back, and stomach. Once you've done with the cat posture, gently move down to rabbit. You will push your lower back behind and try to sit on your heels. This is very good for relieving tension, anxiety, calms the mind and body, stretches the hips, thighs and ankles. Gently release. Come back to the sitting posture. Lie down on your back. The first asana we will be doing is Setu Bandhasana, bridge posture. Gently bend both your legs. If possible, keep your hands beside the body and try to touch the heels or just place beside the body. Inhale, raise your lower back up. Exhale, pull your stomach in. Again inhale, exhale and gently relax. Once again, inhale, raise your lower back up. Exhale, pull your stomach in. Again inhale, exhale and relax. Inhale, raise your lower back up. Exhale, pull your stomach in. Again inhale, exhale and gently relax. Once again, inhale, raise your lower back up. Exhale, pull your stomach in. Again inhale, exhale and relax. Continue this practice one more time. This stretches the chest, neck, spine and hips. Your hamstring and back is strengthened, supports digestion, improves circulation and calms the nervous system. It is also very good for people with anxiety and mild depression and insomnia. Once done with the practice, gently relax your legs. Second posture that we will be doing is Balasana, a happy baby posture. You will be bending both your legs. Hold both your legs from inside. Right leg with right hand, left leg with left hand. Normal breathing. You can hold this for 30 seconds. If possible, you can also practice rock and roll. Rock towards the right side and then towards the left side. This relieves tension in the lower back, calms brain, helps relieve stress and fatigue. Gently relax your legs. This stretches the inner thighs and groin region. Now we will start with breathing practice. The first one is going to be let it go breathing. Sit in any cross leg or comfortable posture. Bend both your hands. Place it on your chest. Inhale, exhale and release. Once again, inhale, bring your arms back to your chest. Exhale and release with force. Once again. When you exhale, exhale and release with force. Inhale, squeeze and hug yourself tight. Exhale and relax. Once again, inhale, squeeze yourself. Exhale and relax. Practice this one more time. Inhale, exhale and relax. Gently release your hands. This relieves the tension in shoulders, upper back and neck, calms the mind and it encourages self-love. After completing today's yoga practice, we have to practice Shavasana, a relaxation technique. Lie down on your back, hands beside the body or in any comfortable position. Gently close your eyes. from thigh till the toes, completely relaxed. Relax your stomach region, relax your chest, relax both the hands, the right hand and the left hand, from the shoulder till the fingers completely. Relax your facial muscles, your eyes, nose, lips, chin, cheeks, and you're completely relaxed. Relax your head, relax your backside of the body completely. Stay in this relaxed position for 30 seconds to 1 minute. It will help calm your mind, calm your body. Once done, gently move your hands, move your legs. Slowly take your hands up, stretch yourself. Relax and bring it back. Now, gently turn towards your left side. And slowly come to sitting posture. With this, we come to the end of today's yoga practice.
Over to you, Mr. Rahul.
What an amazing session it was. It was a very rare and an exclusive yoga session for the people with special needs. It was there, it was designed to meet their requirements. So may I request the IT team to present the certificate of gratitude to the contributors of this program.
Thank you so much, Yogi, for being with us and for this demonstration. We are highly grateful because you are an inspiration to many people here. Thank you, Yogi.
Thank you, IT team. May I request
more to go, Ahan, just a minute. Thank you, Akila, for supporting us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, IT team. May I request Ms. Sapna to end the session with divine note?
Ahan, I think
should I share the other certificates also?
Yes. Before we invite Sapna, I wish to thank Ahan, Chaitanya, and Rahul for conducting this session so beautifully. My sincere gratitude to Mr. Chaitanya, Mr. Ahan, and Mr. Rahul for your excellent contribution and for conducting this session so well and so professionally. A gratitude certificate from our side. Thank you. Yes, now we are waiting to hear Sapna's song.
रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। ईश्वर अल्लाह तेरो नाम, सबको सन्मति दे भगवान। रघुपति राघव राजा राम, पतित पावन सीताराम।
Thank you, Miss Sapna, for your soulful singing. You brought to the life the Ram Dhun, which is very dear to our Mahatma Gandhi ji. So may I request the IT team to kindly share the certificate of gratitude to Miss Sapna.
Thank you, Mr.
Our sincere gratitude to Ms. Sapna for always being with us and for delighting us with her soulful music. Thank you, Sapna, and thanks to her parents. Thank you.
Thank you, IT team. So may I request Mr. Chaitanya to deliver the vote of thanks?
Thank you, Mr. Ahan. Now we have come to the end of the 7th International Day of Yoga session. It is time to acknowledge the contributions of everyone for the grand success of this program. We are extremely thankful to Dr. Dinesh Upadhyay, the chief guest, for immediately accepting the invitation to grace the occasion, and extremely grateful for his motivating speech. We are also thankful to Ms. Sapna Soundararajan for a wonderful devotional song. We also thank Mr. Yogira and Ms. Akila for a brilliant demonstration of the asanas. They demonstrated in a manner so that it was easy for everyone to understand. This program would not have been success without the participants. We thank each and every participant for not only taking part in the program, but also performing the yoga asanas. Our deepest thanks to all of them for the participation. Once again, many thanks to all of you and have a nice weekend. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chaitanya, Mr. Rahan, and Mr. Rahul for conducting this event so brilliantly. Our heartfelt gratitude to you three. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dinesh Upadhyay, sir, for being with us. And pardon us if we have done any mistake. And we are so happy that this event was conducted. And the recording of this program will be shared with all of you. Thank you from our side. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you.